Thornton. Robert Thornton tritt gegen den Titelverteidiger an. Der Mann ist bei diesem Turnier seit 2014 ungeschlagen, versucht in diesem Jahr den dritten Erfolg nacheinander zu holen. Ohnehin einer der erfolgreichsten Spieler auf der European Tour. Die aktuelle Nummer 7 der Welt, der Bully Boy M.Smith.
Two premier players on stage at the European Darts Trophy here in Mulheim, including the defending champion M.Smith. Not just this year, he won it the year before as well. Defended his title last year. Can he make it a hat-trick against Robert Thornton, the man who pipped him for survival in the Premier League earlier on this season? Joining us in the commentary box for this one, and to see out the rest of this day, the last 16, the quarter-finals, semis and final, is Paul Nicholson, a former finalist on the European Tour.
Yeah, seems like a long time ago. It doesn't seem like a long time ago since M.Smith won this tournament. Not once but twice, you're right there, Murph. I know that Robert would dearly, dearly like to add to his tally of European titles. He only got the one, but it was the European Open in Dusseldorf last year. And there's a lot of people talking about how great the darts were last night and who is going to get the title today.
Throw first. Game on.
Be really interesting to see who lays down the biggest marker this afternoon, because that might be the best indicator
45.
as to who's in the best shape.
Well, the form line is not in Robert Thornton's favour.
100.
However, a run on that European Tour last year really sparked him into life, and he went on to win the World Grand Prix. Booked his place in the Premier League. Apart from surviving relegation there, really, he's not done much since, Paul.
He hasn't, by his own admission, and obviously, you know, people like us in the press and other players are saying, well, Robert maybe has underachieved this year, but the funny thing about Robert is that he has always got the belief in himself. That never wavers. His fighting spirit, his grit, his determination. He brings that into the majority of his games. Sometimes he has an off day, like everybody does. I tell you what, yesterday he had to show some of that grit against Martin Schindler, because Martin Schindler
95.
gave everything he had, and Robert just had that a little bit more.
And when we say underachieved, that's in line with a spectacular standard that he set for himself.
177.
Great standard of darts from M.Smith there to leave 24. So this 1-2-1 has to go if Thornton's to hold, and he needs double 14 to do it, and he's got it. What a start to this match.
Robert Thornton.
Well, that was just a why not me, Robert Thornton moment.
Game on.
Well, that's what he hit when the UK Open. Obviously, he hit the 1-2-1 slightly different way. He hit the bullseye. But, I don't know, maybe Robert's in the mood to upset some people today. And I noticed something about Robert's game yesterday that I've been looking into for quite some time. And it's to do with Robert's rhythm on the hockey. I think when he throws his darts, a bit like what Michael does, there's no sort of stop and aim. When Robert speeds up a bit, it doesn't suit him. It's just something that he does unconsciously, I'm sure. But when he has his rhythm right and he has that little stop, and then he gradually keeps it but gets a tiny bit quicker, that's when he's at his most dangerous. And I watched his final with Van Gerwen in the Grand Prix again, and through that entire match, his rhythm was impeccable. And when it's right, like it is right now,
100.
His grouping is
106.
Is absolutely brilliant.
Well, 1-2-1 went for Thornton. 106 doesn't go for Smith, but he'll be back to take out tops and level the match.
We know he can't check 2 or 4 or 3 darts.
60.
So Michael's coming back. 40. Get himself back in this and stay on throw. I wasn't missing these yesterday. He's not missing double 10 right now.
Smith, Robert to throw first.
Yeah, Smithy almost laid down the marker yesterday, didn't he? And he was the first person to post 100 average.
180.
Mind you, after that, I think he opened the can of worms, and after that we had some quite ridiculous starts last night. Oh, did he want that? Maybe.
Yeah. Once 100 average started, just didn't stop, did they?
Yeah. We got the highest one from Klassen yesterday.
Yeah, over 111 yellow Klassen yesterday. But we saw some fantastic performances last night, and we know that the standard to win this tournament is going to have to be sky high.
Yeah.
140.
Favourite game of yesterday, Murph?
I enjoyed the last one. Simon Whitlock against Ricky Evans just seemed to have everything. A great narrative around the match anyway. Whitlock held his nerve in the end. Thornton's looking at 11 dart leg here.
And short to third leg, Thornton. Falling Michael to throw first. Game on.
I agree with you. Last game last night. As well as Chisnell versus Caven. Just a
137.
barrel load of 180s.
Jamie Caven hitting 8 and losing the match.
He'll think that was my luck today. But
140.
when it was 5-5, you've got to admit, Dave, better in a leg 11. Hit more trebles. Simple as that. So more of that today, please. We seem to be getting it so far, because these averages are going to give someone a nosebleed. They're that high.
100.
Well,
yeah,
it's just evidence, isn't it? When Robert turns up and he plays properly and he's got his head on, he plays as well as anybody in the world.
180.
Yeah, Michael Smith getting his first 180 as he bids to level the match at 2-2. He needs 84 to do that. Robert's left to finish just in case.
Just in case Michael doesn't hit his 84. Now he's got to go 14 ball or double 11 now. Double 11 it is.
The full flag, Michael Smith.
These doubles, these trebles are getting a hammer in game 2 here. European Darts Trophy brought to you by Happy Bet.
100.
Well, this is what we want. We want all of the players to turn up, and I know this is, you know, wishful thinking sometimes, that all 16 players this afternoon, we want them all to turn up, want them all to play well, we want the best afternoon darts ever, of darts ever, even. Well, so far, I'm impressed.
85.
Yeah, well, in contrast to last weekend, there was only 2 unseeded players that made it to the last 16. One of them's gone already, Andy Jenkins. James Wade beating him.
180.
And Smith lands 3 darts in treble 20 again.
We're starting to realise why some of these guys are seeded, because they can do this and some of the unseeded guys can't.
Well, this is a real chance for a break now for Michael Smith.
100.
I did say yesterday that if Michael Smith wins this tournament for a 3rd year in a row, I might have to call it the Michael Smith Open.
100.
Yeah, he's on for a hat-trick of titles in the European Darts Trophy. Now, Thornton took out this finish in the first leg. Smith's not going to repeat it, but Thornton
Robert, you recall 160.
needs to keep up what he's been doing on checking out in this match. And his favourite tops.
76.
Ooh, on the wire.
Michael, you
I bet that felt
64.
good when it left his hand. There was only just a little bit too much weight on it. How much weight is going to be on this double top?
44.
Just a little too much.
You
A
recall
little
40.
shriek from Michael Smith.
He
And he doesn't make another mistake.
Thornton.
That's about as much as we've seen as far as a breaking chance in this match so far. 1 miss at tops, and he's 3-2 down.
93.
3-2 down and averaging around 115 in this match. Higher.
Sick standard.
96.
But they won't know that. They won't have the stats in their head. They'll actually know they're playing well.
134.
And I saw something of Michael Smith yesterday, and I know that last week he was disappointed by losing
96.
very early on for him. However, yesterday against Dimitri Vandenberg in a 6-0 victory, I thought there were a lot of very positive signs
58.
for the Michael Smith camp. He hit a lot of 180s, he had a lot of trebles at the right times. Not really any mistakes.
23.
Uh-oh.
we keep saying it, but he does seem to save his best starts for these European Tour stages, Michael Smith.
Well, maybe it just suits him, you know. He likes to play,
90.
you know, single days. Well, in this case, he's a seed, so he plays on a Saturday. If he wins on a Saturday, then he can peak himself for one
60.
day in a week. And he has won Pro Tour events away from the cameras where it's, you know, 5, 6, 7 games. But maybe this format just suits him a little bit better.
86.
Well, it doesn't matter where the darts are played, what darts are played. It suits Robert Thornton because he's won them all.
84.
Majors, Pro Tours,
40.
European Tours.
A shot and a
As
6
he were,
Michael
3-3.
Smith, 7 flag Robert to throw first.
At this point, it's got 6-5 written all over it, and I think we'd like a 6-5 if it keeps up this week.
Yeah, there are people around that expect Michael Smith to win everything as well. Gary Anderson, one of them, is mentor. We speak about players that are yet to win a major. No new major winners since Michael van Gerwen won the World Grand Prix in 2012. But Peter Wright, Dave Chisnell, Michael Smith are the players mentioned in that bracket of the major champions in waiting.
Well, it's got to happen eventually, isn't it? Because, let's face it, Phil Taylor's not going to last forever. Michael van Gerwen's not going to live forever.
42.
James Wade, Raymond van Barneveld, even Robert Thornton, double major champion. They're not going to be around forever, so someone's going to be a new champion eventually.
Well, that year in 2012, Simon Whitlock won his first PDC major. Robert Thornton won his, obviously a former world master before that, but in the PDC,
140.
he won his first major that year, went on to win another one.
So what you're saying is it's all Michael van Gerwen's fault because he's been winning most of them.
Again, just
100.
as we've mentioned about other players, and we'll see Menso Suljevic later on. Well, next match actually against Ian White.
99.
Once you win
Well,
one,
require 78.
and you can kind of make winning a habit.
Well, the habit for Thornton of hitting doubles has just been snapped.
Michael, you require 120.
Big moment in the middle of this match. This could hurt. That's perfect. Just moving over to the left to make sure he doesn't deflect in. This is open though, and it's very open.
Shot and a 7 flag.
Big
Michael
shot.
Smith.
Big break, and 4-3 to Bully Boy.
Yeah,
Robert will be thinking, why did I miss those 12s?
A flag Michael.
Very pleasing on the eye.
Game on.
That Shanghai finish from Smith.
Very smart. Hits a 60, pretty much in the hole that he's just hit there. And another 180 from Michael Smith. So it's gone in very upright in the 60.
60.
He's recognised that a lot of the 20 is shielded by what he's got. And so if he pulls that dart ever so slightly, he knows that it's going back in the 60 again.
So it's just done a 120 check out, and then started this leg with a 180 and a 177. Michael Smith.
100.
Right,
144.
Cuppers down, everybody.
84.
An absolute blitz in the last 9 darts from Smith, and he leaves 60
45. Michael, you require
to go
60.
5-3 in front and move within 1 of a place in the quarterfinals.
Well, the way he's played in the last couple of legs, you can't begrudge him it because he has played really, really well.
A shot, yellow flag, Michael Smith. 9 flag, Robert.
Why couldn't Michael Smith
first.
have a hat-trick of European darts trophies? I say there's no reason whatsoever because at the moment, the way he's playing,
140.
sitting on an average of about 110, I'd say, yep, he's in the mix.
Yeah, could it become the Michael Smith
59.
European Darts Trophy?
That's a bit too much. Let's just abbreviate it, shall we?
We'll let him take home the match board if he does it.
140.
I think he's got enough boards at home. Mind you, the way he hits that treble 20, he probably
60.
goes through them really quickly. I've never seen anybody apart from him and probably Chisnell and Van Gerwen have so many opportunities at 9 darters.
140.
It's just par for the course for him.
Yeah, they don't seem to get hit on this European tour, do they, Paul?
No, they don't. Not at the minute, but
100.
what we'll probably find is that when
81.
somebody hits one, we'll see a few. Double 12.
A shot and a 9
that's the
flag.
target he missed
Robert
before.
Thornton. 10 flag,
And that
Michael.
resulted in the break of throw, but
first.
now Robert knows what
Game
he's
on.
got to do. He's held there. Really, really good leg.
Yeah, 11 darts from Thornton there.
Yeah. 11 darter from the 11th seed. And now he
100.
has to break. the Michael Smith throw to go into the last leg and have the advantage.
45.
He was hoping for something better than that. But Smith
45.
only matched it. So Robert with an opportunity here to rectify that break.
60.
Oh, it's getting a bit edgy on the stage. 45s and 60s. It's not what we had earlier in the game.
100.
It's a bit better. It's 140 between the two of them. And that's what Robert needs at this minute. He really does. And gets
140.
it. Big visit.
Yeah, level pegging now in this leg. But Smith straight in the treble. Switch down to the 19s, found one of them.
Look what he's left. He's left something he's already hit in the match.
Well, what will Thornton leave here?
180.
Well, he could have to work for this, Michael Smith.
I thought he might have shifted to the left there. Give himself a bit more of an angle.
76.
Well, Robert's given himself a chance. He'll get one dart, his favourite double top.
56.
That might be it. If Smith can finish just 75. No messing around. Treble 17. Double 12 for the match. It's a perfect guide.
63.
I never see him darts at Robert threw earlier when he
Robert,
missed
you
12.
require 20.
Good guide and pulled the third one. Double 5 for 5-5. Oh,
15.
no. It's all gone horribly wrong.
Michael, you require 12.
Yeah,
Well,
Thornton cursing himself there. And he had the chance to level this match and take it to a last leg decider in which he would have had the throw. He still might. No, he won't. Michael Smith out on double 3.
Michael Smith.
And the defending champion is through to the quarterfinals where he'll face James Wade. Robert Thornton gave him a match there, but Michael Smith looking pretty impressive, Paul.
Very impressive indeed. And I think after yesterday's performance, I think he wanted to just step up a little bit more. He has done that. He's got about 3% better, which is always good. Michael Smith looking for the hat-trick. Tell you what, he's going to take some stopping at the moment, just signing a board. We'll grab a word with him, with Elmar Polgar, in just 2 seconds. And please join us next for Game 3, which is Ian White and the gentleman, Sir Suljevic.
Michael, congratulations. Obviously, it's difficult to beat you on that stage here.
That was a really good game then. Apart from the last 2 legs, maybe when I went 5-3 up, I kind of eased off. Bit of a rookie mistake, but I dug deep. I got a chance and I took it, which was the main thing. And I'm still in, so I'm still going for the 3rd straight title here now.
And I'm sure it's a match that shows you that the form is there, that you're on fire, right?
Yeah, it hurt the first leg when I went ton 177, didn't get a go, and I was like, is this going to be like the full game? And the next game I had to go in 12 and 13 and 12 again. My form is finally coming back. I've been struggling for 6 months, and I've been doing everything the same, practicing the same. I was just showing attitude that I don't give in anymore. For 2 years I've been showing that I never quit, I never give in, I fight till the end, and it's finally coming back through again now.
6 perfect darts are great, no doubt about that. We want a couple of more of them. See you later again. Thank you very much. Michael Smith.